I have been involved with the garden since approximately 1990 at the first campus, and then we moved the garden down here after the first two buildings were built. We've been working on increasing it ever since as best we can with limited help and fundraising. We've got good signage, I think. We have a butterfly garden section. We have some vegetables, and those were started actually by Manna, which is Make Available, Nutrition Available. I think they've changed it, but it's still Manna. It's different words. Initially, they would have the kindergarten kids come over and pick and make themselves a salad from the garden here. We have increased that a little. They stopped doing it, and so now we've taken over doing the vegetables, which is a lot of work. Well, the whole thing's a lot of work, but we enjoy doing it. We have a pretty good signage for invasive plants that you shouldn't plant, and then showing you ones that look similar that are okay to plant. We have a fire department demonstration that is a building that shows the various distances around the building. 5 feet around a building, you don't want anything flammable. Out to 30 feet out, you want to have all things that have been cut back, that won't be a ladder fuel, and so on, and information on those things. It's fairly extensive in terms of signage. It was the idea of a local woman who was at the time working with IVGID, which is our local government, I guess you call it, and she was very passionate about plants and flowers and so on, and I was at the time working at the college in the library, I guess, at that time, in the original buildings. And my husband said to me, since I'd been a Girl Fridays from the beginning, okay, here's something you have to do. You got to be the liaison with the garden. You know, I didn't have a lot of experience, but the other people did, and I was involved in helping with making the signage. The plants I'm not as knowledgeable on, but I have language skills, so I helped with the signs and helped with just pulling the whole thing together. And so we did it up at the first campus. It was a much smaller piece than what we have here. And so we are on the college property, but we're a separate entity, North Lake Tahoe Demonstration Garden. We've had a few students that were interested in gardens come help, but most of our work is done between May and October. A lot of that time there are no students. Summer school students are doing intensive classes. They generally have all day or most of the day, and then they'll do an intensive week or an intensive month. They're not really in a position to volunteer.